Nancy always loved the comfort of her neighborhood, tree-lined streets, trimmed lawns, the gentle lull of routine. Thursday evenings were reserved for book club, a circle of women whose laughter and clinking wine glasses echoed through her immaculate living room. One chilly autumn night, they gathered to discuss a thriller, the air thick with cinnamon candles and idle gossip. But Nancy wore a different smile, tight, crinkled at the edges. The conversation drifted. Linda mentioned the rumors, whispered about a stranger on the block, someone seen lurking beneath amber street lights. Nancy's lips twitched with interest. The next morning, the entire town was gasping. News tore through emails and hushed phone calls. Nancy's friends from book club had been found, forever silenced, eyes wide as the moon, each one in their own blood-splattered home. Nancy wept on cue, clutching a teacup in trembling hands. When the police came, she painted a picture of terror, a faceless man she'd glimpsed through rain-blurred windows, a heavy presence at her door. Her voice shook as she described the heavy breathing, the threats, the maniacal warnings she claimed to have received. The detective's pen scratched, searching her living room, his gaze pausing on the half-empty bottle of wine and a single, unlit candle. But the town believed her. Sympathy swaddled Nancy as the only survivor, a victim twice over. She played her role, a grieving friend, racked by guilt, grateful for casseroles left on her doorstep. She scrubbed the spiral stair railings, lightened the curtains, moved a chair to cover small scuffs on the dining room floor. At night, when the cold returned and the cicadas rattled, Nancy paced her quiet halls. Sometimes, she'd glance at her own reflection in the oven door, ashen, haunted, and chuckle. The story she'd spun grew richer, colored with new details each time she shared it. The click of boots on her porch, the phantom shadow in her bedroom doorway. Outside, neighbors locked their windows and peered through blinds, believing the stalker must still be out there. Months passed, the world forgetting, but the book club lived on, in whisper and shadow. Sometimes, late at night, when the wind pressed against the glass, Nancy would think she heard whispering from the cracks in the walls, a rustle of pages in an empty room. The scent of cinnamon lingers, glasses clink unseen, and her phone sometimes rings with a number she doesn't recognize. She answers, always, her voice taut with expectation, but there is only silence on the line, a silence thick with breath and something faintly familiar. Nancy's smile slips. She listens, pulse ticking, as a voice just behind her ear softly asks if she's ready for the next chapter.